Welcome in to the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always, I mean always, he means always, she means always, they mean always, you mean always, an instant classic.
Danny Dog! Hi, JJJ.
We will see you on the flippity dippity. Oh yeah.
What is going on, everybody? And today, I'm here to do my Money in the Bank preview and predictions. But today, I'm not doing this video alone. I have a special guest with me, so we're going to bring him in here right now. What is going on, man? Today, my special guest is Leo. So go ahead and introduce yourself, to the people who don't know who you are.
Well, for those who do not know me, my name is Kicking It with Leo. You guys can follow me on YouTube. I do reactions to Monday Night Raw, AEW, SmackDown, NXT, Impact. I'm starting to get back at Impact because of him right here. So, I've been missing out, so I'm finally here. I do gaming videos and other stuff like that, discussions, all that good stuff, all things wrestling. You'll be seated on my channel. So, if you haven't subscribed already, go do that. But thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. I appreciate you coming on here. I don't usually do like a whole lot of new guests on my channel, so it's cool having you on here. Definitely go check out his channel. His link will be down in the description below, and so you guys can go follow that link, and you guys can go subscribe to his channel. So now let's go ahead and get started with these Money in the Bank 2022 predictions. So first of all, what's your overall thoughts going into this show?
I was a big fan. Money in the Bank is my favorite pay-per-views of the year. I feel like for this year, it's kind of not the same as it was last year because like the World Championship is not there, and we all kind of want the World Championship on our shows, and it kind of leaves a big gap to be filled. But hopefully, the Money in the Bank for the men kind of can take the spot of that. But I kind of doubt it. My overall thoughts. It's not looking too good right now. I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt. I wouldn't say it's going to be like a big pay-per-view because the way it's like a leeway to SummerSlam. This might be like a 7 out of 10 pay-per-view, I believe, but who knows? They might surprise me. We've seen how Backlash was and Hell in a Cell, so we could be in for a good one.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like, I think this Money Bank right here, without the world title not being here, with Roman Reigns, that really leaves a big gap right now with what the WWE picture is right now, because with them not building up a whole lot of stars, this, like I said, there's just a big huge gap there.
Yeah.
But I'm always a big fan of these Money in the Bank pay-per-views because it always leaves a lot of surprises for it to happen, because like it's very unpredictable because anybody could win this Money in the Bank this year, anybody.
Absolutely.
So it's gonna be cool, and there's some mystery people that still need to be announced for like the men's Money in the Bank. Yeah. And I think there's another person that's supposed to be announced for the women's. I'm not exactly sure though.
No, they said Becky Lynch got the last spot.
Oh, Becky Lynch got the last spot?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I guess there isn't any more women that's going to be inside the Money in the Bank match. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started with these predictions. So the first match that we will talk about is the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. We got Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, we got Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Lacey Evans, Asuka, and Shotzi. Leo, I'm going to kick it to you. Who do you have winning this match here?
Well, like you said, this is a very unpredictable Money in the Bank, especially for the women's, because you have all these great stars that's in this match, and they're all going to bring it for sure. You have Becky Lynch, who's no doubt been doing the best work of her career since returning back at SummerSlam, being Raw Women's Champion. And she's definitely one of the favorites. But for me personally, I don't know if you want to give her the briefcase because she's one of the top stars at the end of the day. You don't necessarily have to give her the briefcase for her to get a title shot. The same can be said for Asuka and Alexa Bliss. Even though she just came back, you can tell that the way they're going with it, they're making it seem like how Becky and Alexa are the top favorite picks to win. But my prediction is is one that's probably going around people's minds, but people are kind of going to say they're not going to go with it because of what happened last year, and that's Liv Morgan. A reason why is because think about 2018's Money in the Bank. Alexa Bliss won, but you had Sasha Banks in that match. You had Charlotte Flair in that match and Becky Lynch. No one thought not Charlotte, but Alexa Bliss was going to win, but she pulled it out. And I feel like the same can be replicated here. It just depends on how you book it and how you go from here with it. I can see her being the first woman to ever cash in the main event of WrestleMania. If you book her correctly, because she's in limbo right now. She has all the tools to be the top person. It's just you have to give her time and invest time in her for us to get behind. Give her feuds like Becky Lynch again, Alexa Bliss. Maybe have Bayley come back and have her feud with her. Do something. Have her face these top people who's been there to help her elevate herself to that level for us to get behind her. And she can do that within the time being Miss Money in the Bank. You don't have to have her cash in automatically. The only time we've had like a Money in the Bank holder hold it for more than a day was Carmella back in 2017. So maybe you can have her hold it up until WrestleMania and have her cash in there.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I could definitely see Liv Morgan winning here because I think this women's Money in the Bank match is more unpredictable than the men's match.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they give it to Becky Lynch, but Becky Lynch, she just got off of a title run, so I really don't feel like they should put it back on her. I really feel like they need to put it like with a new like up and comer, or Liv Morgan. She's not really an up and comer, but like she kind of is a little bit because like she really hasn't had a title reign. So I think it'd be good to put the briefcase with her. But I don't know. I could see Alexa Bliss winning it again, but at the same time, I feel like I don't know what they're doing with Alexa Bliss right now. Like she still carries around Lily with her. And like she needs to drop that whole gimmick, what she's doing right now. Because like
she should go back to being a goddess.
Oh, that goddess! I love that gimmick so much. Like that was my favorite
gimmick of all time. Like the best work she's done. Some people are saying she might do a tag team with Liv. I just don't think they should do that. They don't have any tag teams, so what's the point?
I think a dark horse for this match for me is gonna be Raquel Rodriguez. I think she's gonna be a big star. If they book her right, she could be a really big star. Because that match that she had with Ronda Rousey back on SmackDown a few months ago,
that was a good match.
That was a really good match. So I really think if they book her correctly, she could really be a big star. That's probably my dark horse in this match. Like if I had to pick a second pick. But the person who I'm going to go with is Liv Morgan to win the Money in the Bank briefcase as well. Yeah, I just feel like you said, you were given a whole bunch of good points about, the 2018 Money in the Bank match. And then, nobody's picking Alexa Bliss to win, or people were picking her to win, but like, they, didn't know if they would go through with it. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Liv Morgan to win the Money in the Bank briefcase here.
Let's make it happen.
And then the next match we have is the United States Championship match. We got Theory defending the title against Bobby Lashley. Leo, what are your thoughts going into this match right here?
So this one is one of the matches that's a toss-up for me because I can see WWE going either way with it because, you have Austin Theory probably facing John Cena for the title at SummerSlam. That match is going to sell by itself, no matter if the title's involved or not. My question is, does the title need to be involved to make the match even better? Because I feel like, the match is going to be great, but I just don't know if the title needs to be involved to make the match even better. Because John Cena is good. Austin Theory's been proving he can go in the ring. It's just, I feel like the title will play second fiddle to the feud. So if they give it to Bobby Lashley, I don't know what you do with him if he wins. I'm going to go with the safe pick and have Austin win. If Bobby wins, I don't see him winning the title. If he wins, it might be because of a DQ or a count out or something. And if Austin wins, it's going to be like a dirty pin. I don't see Bobby losing clean.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. And we got a comment right here from OCD Cam. and he's saying Theory. So he's picking Theory to win here, which
Hey,
you're making some really good points about Theory winning here. Because I think because I've been hearing a lot of rumors that they want to be doing Theory versus Cena at SummerSlam.
yeah.
Which that seems like that could be a really good match. And Theory has a lot of characteristics that Cena has when Cena first started out, wrestling. I mean, yeah, Theory looks like a younger version of Cena.
Everybody says it.
Everybody says it, which I definitely see that. I could definitely see that. I don't know. Maybe Theory wins by like a dirty way or something. Like he wins by like a count out, or like he ends up maybe like a DQ finisher or something. Because I still want them to have Bobby Lashley looking strong. So it's like, how do you keep him looking strong without him, like getting pinned, or like maybe Theory gets like a quick roll, because WWE loves them roll up finishes.
They do.
They love them roll up finishes. So yeah, I'm gonna say Theory retains the United States Championship here. But yeah, like I said, this one's a toss up. Like I said, I mean, this whole card is unpredictable.
A lot of people would think Bobby will win, but I just don't see him win the title.
I wouldn't mind seeing Bobby get another like world title run. Then I think that'd be pretty cool to see.
A world championship run within the next year, I could see him probably get another run with the title.
Oh yeah, like I would love to see that Bobby and did we ever see Bobby and Roman Reigns have a feud? I don't think so.
No, they did when he first came back in 2018 at Extreme Rules that year. Roman got beat clean by Bobby Lashley, but then they ran it back when Roman faced Brock that year and won the Universal Championship. But they haven't run it back since. They had like a stare down and a triple threat, but they didn't really have a one-on-one since their characters developed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I would love to see a feud between Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley as well, because like people have been wanting that for a long time.
They did it at the Royal Rumble this year,
and then now you see we're getting Roman and Brock Lesnar for like the 1,000th time.
We're tired of seeing at this point. Like it's just annoying. It's just like they keep going back to the well so many times, and it's just gonna keep. I don't know what they're going to do. Like, you have all these stars in the roster that can really benefit face of Roman, but you just keep going and get back to Brock Lesnar, it's not going to change anything. So,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what their plans are with that, but I have a feeling that they are going to, if they give the title back to Brock, they're just going to be going backwards, with their booking.
Yeah, and that's going to really piss off a lot of fans because we wanted to see Roman be the top, and we want to finally see him face Brock Lesnar and beat Brock, and having him have this historic reign with the Universal Championship for over like 600 days just for having to be defeated by Brock Lesnar. That's just going to defeat the whole purpose of building this character for so long.
Mm-hmm. So let's go on to the next match here, which we have is the SmackDown Women's Championship match. We got Ronda Rousey defending the title against Natalya, and I'm wondering, how did Natalya get this title match? Because I haven't been watching SmackDown as of late. So if you can fill me in with this whole feud here, like I don't understand how she got this match.
So basically, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago on SmackDown. It was a fatal 5-way. You had Raquel Rodriguez in this match, Natalya, Shayna Baszler. You also had Shotzi and Aaliyah. And basically, Raquel had it won. But then, she was about to pin Shotzi, I believe. And Shayna came in, kicked her. Then, basically, I guess, Natalya threw out the ring and then pinned Shotzi for the win.
So that's how she got this title match.
I believe it was Shotzi she pinned. It was Shotzi, I believe she pinned.
Yeah, because like I said, I haven't been really keeping a whole lot up with SmackDown as of late. Because like SmackDown, I heard it hasn't been as of great the greatest.
It hasn't.
But Raw has been doing actually a lot better than SmackDown, which is really surprising.
I don't know what it is. I guess I don't know what is because of the quality they've been doing, or somebody backstage is probably in someone's ear talking, let's make Raw better or something. I don't know. Yeah. It's like back and forth this week for a while SmackDown was better than Raw. Now Raw is better than SmackDown. I don't know what they're gonna do. What's next? NXT is gonna be better than SmackDown and Raw.
And apparently Triple H is back down in NXT. And I heard NXT was actually pretty decent this week. I still need to check it out. I haven't watched it this week.
I don't want to spoil it for you, but you might be intrigued with next week with the Great American. No, I think it's the Great American Bash.
Yeah, the Great American Bash is next Tuesday.
I predict the title change for the women's championship. I'm going to say it right now.
Really? Is it going to be Cora and
Roxanne?
Oh, Roxanne Perez. Oh yeah, Roxanne
Perez. They're going for the tag titles.
Oh yeah, they're going for the tag titles. Yeah, that's right.
Nikita Lyons is going to probably be facing Mandy Rose for the title because they kind of set it up this week. She was about to beat Mandy Rose until Toxic Attraction came in and got involved.
That sounds intriguing.
She might be the one to defeat her. I mean, they've been building her up. She's definitely a huge star in the making. She when she gets the main roster, people are going to go crazy over her.
Mm-hmm. Let's go on to the next match here, which we got is the Unified Tag Team Championship. So we got the Raw and the SmackDown Tag Team titles on the line. The Usos are defending the titles against the Street Profits. Leo, who do you have winning this match here?
Well, before I make my prediction, they did say now that Montez defeated Jey Uso, the Street Profits get to pick the stipulation for their match at Money in the Bank.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's not clear what the prediction or the stipulation is going to be. I know some people are saying they might just go a lame route and just say Paul Heyman's banned from ringside. Hopefully, that's not the case because that's not going to change anything. They should do something maybe like a ladder match, maybe. Or maybe have them do an Extreme Rules match or no holds barred or a tornado tag or something. I don't know. But who I think is going to win? Usos are retaining.
Yeah, I definitely see the Usos retaining here. Yeah, I wouldn't mind like a cool stipulation. Like I just don't want Paul Heyman to be banned from ringside because because we've seen that so many times where they pick a stipulation and go like, oh yeah, that person's banned from ringside. I go like, no, that's not really a stipulation.
And they think it's going to change the outcome. It's like it's not going to really do too much.
Yeah, I would.
Sorry if I cut you off.
No, you're good. Keep going.
I was gonna say, if the Usos lose, I don't see them losing until maybe SummerSlam at the earliest because I'm gonna say why when we get to the men's Money in the Bank ladder match.
Okay. Yeah, but like I said, I like to see a stipulation, like a ladder match. You said I think that'd be pretty cool, or a TLC match. Hey, book a TLC match on this show, or something. Like something to get the fans like really going for this because like this feud. I love watching the Usos and the Street Profits go at it.
Yeah.
And I think Montez Ford, when when they eventually split off, they kind of do their own single things.
Huge star.
He's gonna be a huge star. Like he has so much athleticism. He has so much charisma. Yeah, be on the watch out for Montez Ford. Maybe
I don't know if he's trying to heal. I don't know if he's trying to heal or not. That's the thing because the fans like him.
I think they would turn Dawkins. I think they would turn Dawkins heel.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he would fit as a better heel. But, I think that's a while down the road, because I definitely see a split coming someday here in the future. But, yeah. But, yeah, it's going to be a while before, Montez Ford. Maybe in the next year or so, we might see him, doing his own single stuff. But, yeah, be on the lookout for him.
For sure.
And then the next match we have is the Raw Women's Championship match. On the line, we got Bianca Belair defending the title against Carmella. And who do you have winning this match here?
It's just a no-brainer. Carmella's not winning this. It was supposed to be Rhea Ripley, but she got injured. And I feel like they could have gave us a better opponent, but I feel like they gave us a step down from Rhea Ripley, that being Carmella. No disrespect to Carmella. She's one of the best, but she's not beating Bianca by any means. Bianca's winning this. She's winning the Raw Women's Championship. Now, here's a fantasy booking idea. I don't know if it's going to happen. Imagine this. After she beats Carmella, right? Bayley returns. And she sets her sights on Bianca. Because if you remember, last year at Money in the Bank, Bianca was SmackDown Women's Champion still. She was supposed to face Bayley, but Bayley got injured. Have her come back. Have that feud continue. Pick up where they left off. And have the match they were supposed to have at Money in the Bank last year be at SummerSlam.
Okay. That does sound interesting. I kind of like that. Yeah, because I really want Bayley to come back. You know, I think she's cleared. She's been cleared for a while.
They said she's supposed to come back in April, and it's almost the end of June already. So I don't know. Maybe they wait until SummerSlam. I don't know.
Yeah, because like I said, I mean, once they bring back Bayley, that's really going to help out the women's roster a whole lot. I mean, because there's really good women on this roster that could really put on some banger matches. And you know, I don't want to see Charlotte Flair back in the title picture so much and stuff. Like, I'm just tired of seeing Charlotte.
No. I think you're going to SmackDown too, because the SmackDown Women's Division kind of needs that star over there. Mm-hmm. I mean, Raw has it. Maybe you switch Becky over to SmackDown in the draft, and then maybe have them feud going into WrestleMania next year for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you was supposed to have that feud at WrestleMania 35, just kind of switch up these rosters. I would probably put Raquel over on Raw. Liv probably go back to SmackDown. And Becky probably go to SmackDown. I feel yeah.
Keep going. Yeah, keep going.
Then Charlotte probably should go back to Raw. I don't know. Maybe have Bianca, Charlotte, just so she can beat all the 4 horsewomen. Because I think she's probably the only one she hasn't beaten yet. She's beaten Bayley. She's beaten Sasha. She's beaten Becky. And now the only one that's left is Charlotte.
Yeah. But, you know, back to this prediction. I'm going to say that Bianca Belair retains the title here. I don't see her losing the title yet.
No.
I still see her losing because she just won it back at WrestleMania. So yeah, she's definitely not losing the title here.
No.
But I think it's going to be a really good match. Like, this could be
possibly.
This could be one of the matches of the night, in my opinion. But
maybe.
We'll see what happens. And then we got I think is going to be the main event. We got Riddle going up against Seth Rollins, or Seth freaking Rollins, or as what people are calling him, Seth Franklin Rollins. Going up against Drew McIntyre, Omos, Sheamus, Sami Zayn, and a mystery person to be announced. Which, who knows who that could be? I mean, that could be anybody. That could be Vince. That could be Vince McMahon. For all we know,
absolutely not. People, if that happens, just know people will tune off and start walking out of the arena as soon as they hear that music hit. Because I've been hearing some people to be. I'm gonna probably. But should we have somebody? Who are we gonna pick to be the TBA? Who's the last opponent? I know some people saying Kevin Owens or Ezekiel. If that match was supposed to take place on Raw, but they said it's taking place at a later date, at this point, I don't think it's gonna happen. If it does, it's gonna happen on SmackDown. But I know some people are gonna be talking about the people who's gonna be the last people that's gonna be in the match. I know one person said it's gonna be Brock Lesnar. Do not do that. No, absolutely not. People will boo. People did not like the fact that he just came in at the last possible moment, screwed over Ali, and then won the briefcase just for him to hold the title for 1 month and lose it right back to Seth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who do I think could be the last person? This might be a wild shot, but I could see it happening. If you didn't catch Raw, I know they had to do a sit-down interview with Cody Rhodes, and it sounded like he was kind of teasing he could be at Money in the Bank. And think of this happening. Seth is going up the ladder. No one's around. He's about to have the briefcase won. And then the lights go off. Cody Rhodes' music hits. And when the lights come back on, he's in the ring, pushes Seth off the ladder, ascends the ladder with just one arm that he has to work with, and unhooks the briefcase.
That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, because I did see Monday Night Raw this week, and I did see him kind of like teasing, hey, he could be there at the show, you know? I don't know if it's him just like teasing it, because I mean, he could still end up figuring out how to like win the Money in the Bank some way, and like, you know, still be out for a while. I mean, because, you know, we don't have the world champion right there right now, and, you know, he could still rehab his injury.
But I'm gonna go for the predict. If he's not in it, I don't know who else is gonna be. Some people said Edge could possibly return, but I think he's
Yeah,
gonna go in
that's
the
what I
whole
heard.
thing.
That's why I was hearing a lot with Edge returning.
I don't think if he does, he's not winning because he's gonna probably be feuding with Judgment Day going into SummerSlam, probably having Edge versus Finn Balor. I know some people said maybe Big E as a surprise opponent. I don't know. He's recovering. His recovery is going well from what I've been seeing. He's out of the neck brace. I don't know how much longer we're gonna probably have to go without Big E. And that's the thing with the Money in the Bank. You have 1 year to cash in, so it's no telling how long the severity of his injury is right now. But for the sake of the video, I'm gonna have Seth Rollins win. Have him win Money in the Bank. Have him cash in at SummerSlam. But don't have him pin Roman Reigns. Have him pin Brock Lesnar. Because that still keeps Roman strong. He can say, I didn't get pinned by anybody, and I lost my titles without getting pinned. Have them go into the fall, probably maybe lead up to Survivor Series or something like that. Have them feud, or maybe up into the Royal Rumble. And then have Cody come back at the Rumble, maybe in a surprise entrant, win the Rumble, WrestleMania Night 1 for the titles, WrestleMania Night 2, you can still have Roman versus The Rock, and it doesn't even need the titles.
Hey, that sounds like some pretty good booking right there. To be honest, I like that. Now let's go for me with these predictions. So, who I think could be the mystery guy? You made some really good points. It could be Big E, it could be Cody. It also could be Edge. But if it's Cody, I see him winning the Money in the Bank briefcase. Or maybe like if they announce somebody like tomorrow night on SmackDown, go like, oh, this is gonna be the person, then that might change my picks there. But I'm kind of going to play it safe, because I'm kind of thinking in my head, I go like, with that Clash at the Castle coming up in September,
right?
I've been hearing a lot of rumors that they want to go with Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns. And maybe Drew McIntyre wins the briefcase and he cashes in on Roman. And then they end up, booking that match for Clash at the Castle. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. Go ahead.
I think he might, if he does win, it might be like an announced cash in.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just, I feel like the story, I don't know. I feel like, if Drew goes to the Clash of the Castle, the question is, does he win? Because if he wins, it's going to be like a cheap pop. Oh, he won it he won it first because he's winning in front of a crowd because he won the title previously without a crowd, so you can give him that moment. Then plus he's in a home advantage. But you also have another person in this match. You have Riddle, who has a story there to finally get revenge on Roman for basically costing him Randy Orton and not being there for the foreseeable future. You can have him cash in, get his revenge. But I know some people set Sami Zayn as a dark horse because he can basically be playing Roman, saying, oh, I'm not going to cash in on you or this and that. In the process, you can have him become a babyface again.
This is true. I wouldn't mind seeing, I don't think Sami Zayn or Riddle would end up winning the title. I mean, maybe they... I mean, that'd be cool because I like to see Sami Zayn go back to face, bring back his old theme music because I miss listening to Sami Zayn's old theme music when he comes out. But yeah, I'll tell you, Riddle and Sami Zayn, I don't really think they're going to win.
Omos is not winning at all.
Omos is not winning. Sheamus, he doesn't really...
Hopefully he turns face again at some point because I would love to see him Sheamus versus Roman again.
I think that'd be good because Sheamus, he's pretty good in the ring. He's really good in the ring, and when he wants to be. So I think think with my head, I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre, but with my heart, I'm picking Rollins because I'm a big Rollins fan. That's my Iowa boy. He's from my state here in Iowa.
Sure.
So, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Rollins does win the match. But like I said, I'm gonna go with Drew McIntyre to win here.
Because that's the thing. You have SummerSlam around the corner, and you have Brock and Roman. And when you look at the people that's in the match, you have to think about who has the best chances of dethroning either one of them. You have Riddle, but I don't see him beating Roman or Brock. I don't see that for Sammy, Sheamus either, or Omos at all. So you have Seth, who has beaten both Roman, and you can have that story. Oh, they have unfinished business from the Royal Rumble, because since Roman turned heel, technically, even though it's by DQ, Seth is the only one to have a win over Roman Reigns. So that can play into the story. Seth's beaten Brock at WrestleMania and SummerSlam at the two biggest shows. So that can play into the match, and basically pinning Roman Reigns instead of Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 31. So you can have that. But like you said, Drew McIntyre, he's beaten. He came this close to beating Roman at Survivor Series in 2020. I was in 2022. But he's beaten Drew. Drew has beaten Brock. But the question is, do you have him do it again?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like I said, there's so much unpredictable things with the show. And yeah, that was all of our Money in the Bank 2022 predictions. Only 6 matches on this card. Who knows if there'll be a match on the kickoff? I don't really care about the kickoff matches that much. I mean, there probably will be one. Probably like announced
like
anything
on their kickoff shows nowadays.
No, not really. Yeah,
it's just them talking most of the time and just breaking down the matches.
And then they have like one random match that we don't really care about.
I probably predict they probably would put Happy Corbin and Madcap on the pre-show again.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they actually do that. I wouldn't be surprised.
But I don't know. They broke up that feud because Happy Corbin supposed to be going to feud with Pat McAfee going into SummerSlam. So that's probably why. I wouldn't be surprised if they put Madcap in this match, because he definitely needs something. I definitely thought he was going to definitely be in this match when they were starting to announce people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that was our predictions. And Leo, what's your final thoughts? Like, what do you want to say before we head on out here?
After talking about Money in the Bank, my tree just went up just a little bit, but I don't know. It's just like you said, it's unpredictable. The women's is probably the most unpredictable match on this card. You have so many people in this match. It can go either way, except for Shotzi or Asuka. I just don't see it happening. But everybody else in that match has a decent case for winning. I'm definitely intrigued for Money in the Bank this Saturday. I'm still kind of getting used to the whole landscape with pay-per-views being on Saturdays and not Sundays anymore. So, but it was kind of cool being on there. It was kind of cool experience to do something.
You know, kind of sidebar here. You know, it's kind of weird that they're having SummerSlam on a Saturday this year. Or no, they're having it in the same month. They're having it in July.
Yeah, for what? You don't have a pay-per-view in August. I mean, why? You don't. So you just having a month without a pay-per-view. So you're gonna have SummerSlam and Money in the Bank in July. You're not gonna have a pay-per-view in August, and then September, around the 13th or 15th or whatever it is.
September 3rd.
September 3rd.
Yeah. So that's the same weekend. That's the same weekend of All Out. So it's gonna be like. So on that Saturday, we're gonna have we're gonna have Clash of the Castle, and then Sunday we'll have All Out. So that's gonna be like Memorial Day weekend and stuff.
That's gonna be a lot of wrestling to cover.
There's gonna be a lot of wrestling to talk about. I mean, it's gonna be fun. I mean, it's gonna be like a Mania weekend thing.
Yeah, because we're just coming off Forbidden Door, and now we have Money in the Bank. Now we're into All Out, and then Clash of the Castle, and
also tomorrow night there's gonna be Impact Wrestling Against All Odds on Impact Plus and Impact Fight Insiders or something. So that show kind of actually looks interesting. Gonna be checking out what happens on that show. It's gonna be happening tomorrow night, which I'll probably cover that. And go ahead and tell the fans, tell the viewers where they can subscribe to your stuff, where they can follow you at, and all that.
So it'll be in the link down below. Kicking it with Leo. We're on the road to 350 subscribers. We're trying to get there by SummerSlam. That's the goal we're trying to hit. We just passed 300 probably just the other day, so I'm very happy that we got there before Money in the Bank. So we're on the road to 1K. That's the eventual goal, is to get there by the end of the year. Hopefully we can do it. So let's do it.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, go check out his channel. He has a lot of good content over there. Because I just recently checked out your WB shop unboxing. That was pretty cool with all those t-shirts you got. That's pretty dope.
Another one's on the way. That's all I'm gonna say.
Got another one on the way. Oh,
Yes.
Definitely stay on the lookout for that, guys. And then also, I definitely like watching your live reactions to what you do. Each Monday, each Tuesday, every day of the week for wrestling. I like how you be covering.
I'm gonna start doing Impact, so I might be on the lookout for that. I'm gonna start doing Impact probably tonight, because I'm definitely trying to get back into Impact. I've been out of the Impact game for a while. I think the last time I probably watched Impact was right before Kenny went down, when he was the world champion, when they was feuding with Christian Cage. That's the last time I watched Impact, and that's crazy.
Impact's been really killing it lately, because and people still like to sleep on Impact Wrestling, like, oh, it's like Impact Wrestling is still around. What? But it's been around longer than WCW. I mean, people need to quit hating on Impact so much.
They have a lot of history there. I mean, I think that here's the thing. I think it's because they don't have as many stars as the WWE or New Japan or AEW. I feel like that's where it really comes in, the star power that they have. And I definitely feel like if Impact really has a lot of good things down there if you give it a chance. I love seeing Josh Alexander. I like what he's been doing. Moose is one of my favorites down there. The X Division Championship is really great. I feel like they've been doing that really great over the past few months. I've been kind of catching clips here and there. So it's just really a lot of components down there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most definitely. And with another thing with Impact Wrestling, another reason why kind of they get so much hate is because they're in a smaller arena and all that. It looks they're very small in there. Which their budget isn't as big, but they can work around a lot of those things. Like I said that many times on the Instant Classic Wrestling podcast. And speaking of the Instant Classic Wrestling podcast, you can go follow the Instant Classic Wrestling podcast on Twitter at ICW_podcast, and you can also follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and you can listen to us on Spotify, listen to us on Apple Podcasts, and watch us on YouTube as well. And also, you can follow me on all my social medias, which are up in the corner up there, at the True JSB on Instagram and Twitter. But without further ado, this was your Money in the Bank preview and predictions for 2022. And I just want to thank Leo for joining me again. Kicking it with Leo. Like I said, go check out his channel. Go subscribe right now. Do it. Go do it. Get him to 350 before SummerSlam. Do it. Go do it right now. I'm telling you. If you don't do it, you're going to get a super kick. So you better be doing it.
You're going to get a chop from Walter in your sleep.
Don't get a chop. That's going to be worse. You don't want him to get chopped. So we will see you guys on the next video, whenever that may be. But hopefully, you all enjoyed and have a wonderful rest of the day. And peace out.